Tell me how it starts out in the beginning of the season. How do you go about creating a new program?
Sure. So what we do is we talk with the staff and we come up with an idea and then we develop it from there. But the first time we really start working on it is in August when we start band camp, the 2 weeks before school starts with the students.
When you say staff, there's more than one paid person on board who's responsible for the band?
That's correct. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to do it all myself. So I hire a staff of about 20 people who all have their expertise in different areas such as woodwinds, brass, percussion, color guard, marching, because we wouldn't have the caliber program that we have if it was just me myself.
And the program, obviously, there's the music and then there's the movement. Is one part more important than the other?
No, not at all. That's why it's marching band. You know, we have to move and play at the same time, and then with the use of the color guard, we add in dance and colors and flags and costumes, and really one element just helps highlight the other, and they work in tandem perfectly.
And you're band director. That means that ultimately you're responsible for both sides of that, the selection of the music and the movement?
That's correct. So anything you see on the field, I get the final approval on. I'm in charge of 180 students at every rehearsal and every time we travel all over the place.
And when you sit down to do the program, do you start out with a selection of music and then you put the movement to it? How does this evolve?
It can be different ways. Sometimes one year I got the idea for the fall show from going to my daughter's dance recital, and there was a song that a group did, and I thought that would make a great marching band show. Sometimes there's a quote from a song that we think would make good. Sometimes we have a visual idea and then we add music to it. So I'm fortunate to have some very creative people around me. My wife is really the driving force behind a lot of our visual program, so we spend a lot of time at home talking about ideas and hashing things out.
So then, therefore, what is the theme? What is the subject for this year?
So this year's show for 2018 is called Between the Keys. And essentially what it's about is a pianist. So we have a pianist on the middle of the field on a stage with a grand piano. And the show is about his thought process as he's composing music. Starts off very subdued, a simple melody. Things start to progress from there. More madness, chaos ensues. And then by the end, we recap with just him at the piano by himself again, showing the audience that all along it was just the thoughts going through the pianist's head throughout the whole show.
Okay, and then now there's a season of appearances and also performances where you're judged. Can you tell me what that season consists of? What's coming up? What's ahead for the band?
Sure. So this season we are competing in the U.S. band circuit, and our first competition is 3 weeks from today. And then after that first competition, we compete every Saturday. We also do the home football games on Friday nights. We have 3 championships this year. We have a New England Regional Championship, New England States, and then we culminate the season with the National Championship at MetLife Stadium. And we were fortunate enough in 2017 to win that show.
Will you again be at MetLife?
Yep, our last show this season for national championships is at MetLife Stadium.
Oh, exciting.
It is.
And how many, what's the breakdown? Number of people playing instruments, number of people who are in the color guard. What is the breakdown on that?
Let's see. I would say we have about 40 brass players, 40 woodwinds, 30 percussion, and about 35 color guard.
Okay. And then when you travel, there's your entire staff is your entourage. Are their parents as well? How does that work?
Yeah, we have we have a couple groups that we travel with. Number one, we have all the chaperones. We take 5 buses everywhere we go. So we have all the chaperones, 2 or 3 on each bus to take care of the kids and keep them well fed. And then we also travel with an entire equipment and logistics crew, because when you see the show this year, we've got more props and equipment than ever. So there's about 15 or 20 of them that we travel with. We go with 2 trailers, 3 big Penske trucks, and then we also have our parent group that follows us to each show, and the staff as well is there to help at each show.
And what will be the longest trip?
This year, our farthest trip, we're going up to Dartmouth, Massachusetts, to Dartmouth High School.